Hey everybody, I'm Happery. Welcome to episode 5 of the onechunk Ultimate Ironman. In the last episode I finally expanded my region and unlocked 3 new chunks, being the Lumbridge Farm, the tollgate to El Carrot and the main El Carrot chunk. I completed my first quest, unlocked some better crafting training methods, and I started to train farming by raking the 2 patches that I now have access to. In this episode I want to figure out a way to deal with my stacked inventory with a big new chunk unlock. Before we go into the chunk picker, I present to you once again Raid Shadow Legends as the sponsor of this video. Every great game has some serious challenges waiting near the end, something you can really dig your teeth into if you want to master it. Well, in Raid Shadow Legends that endgame is the Doom Tower, and it's a heck of a ride. This huge tower is basically a giant prison. The Arbiter fought a pack of really nasty bad guys a long time ago, but she wasn't strong enough to take them out for good. So instead she locked them up in a massive super tower until she figured out how to deal with them. Well, it's been a few thousand years or something and there's still a Doom Tower, so I guess we know how that went. To climb to the top you're going to need an army of champions. The regular Doom Tower floors tend to be pretty easy to deal with if you've just got a strong team, but the bosses are really tough and you need some serious specialists if you're going to beat them. A couple of bosses need specific mechanics to beat him, like the Scarab King. He takes barely any damage unless you reduce his max HP. This April, Raid is going on an egg hunt, but we're not hunting for normal eggs, we're hunting for dragon eggs. Scour the dragon's lair using your phone, and if you find the hidden egg, you'll be in for a chance to win amazing in-game items and even real-life prizes, ranging from legendary Raid champions to Amazon gift cards with a total value of $20,000. Just download Raid Shadow Legends using the links below, copy your in-game player ID and then head on over to egghunt.plarium.com from April 14th to May 15th. Enter your player ID and then journey through the flaming portal to embark on an exciting AR adventure. This event is for new players, but existing Raid players can join in on the excellent fun as well. Go to egghunt.plarium.com and you'll find a special promo code that everyone can use to earn a small gift in-game. With all of this exciting stuff and more coming to Raid, if you haven't started playing yet, then what are you waiting for? Use my link in the description or scan my QR code to get insane bonuses. We're talking an epic champion, Knight Errant, and other useful things, energy refills, skill tomes, XP booster. Once you're in and crushing your enemies, come and find me under the name The Happery. So just hit my link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen and I'll see you on the battlefield. Alright, this is what my current map looks like. I just finished everything in my 4th chunk, being El Carrot. Now I really want to do something about my inventory, because I have just so much stuff. It will be hard to do new grinds with so little inventory space. The obvious solution for that, as an Ultimate Ironman, is of course to acquire the looting bag. The looting bag is an item that lets you store up to 28 tradable items, or even stacks of items. And where do you get a looting bag? In the wilderness. Every monster in the wilderness can drop a looting bag. Reaching the wilderness in the overworld can be quite a stretch, but like I mentioned in my previous video, there's a part of the Edgeville dungeon that's a part of the wilderness, and I can totally unlock Edgeville by using the canoe system. However, in the Edgeville dungeon mine is an adamantite rock, which I would need to mine and smelt, and thus get 70 mining and smithing. But I don't have a normal anvil to smith on, so likely I'll just have to smelt bars for smithing XP. And I have done this exact grind on my vanilla chunkman a couple of years ago, and it took around 500 hours of just mining silver, running all the way back to the surface and smelting the silver. So I'm looking for a way to make that smithing grind a little more interesting before I dive into Edgeville. How totally convenient is it that I'm currently 1 chunk away from a quote-unquote new smithing minigame. In the Giant's Plateau chunk is the entrance to the Giant's Foundry minigame, where I could train my smithing level. However, I can't do Giant's Foundry right now, because you need level 15 smithing to start, and I don't have a way to train smithing at the moment. But if I unlock a chunk where I can train smithing after, then I can come back here to train it more efficiently. So it's kind of interesting. Because I would like a better smithing method than what I have in Edgeville, I'll get the Giant's Plateau chunk first, but I can't train smithing in the Giant's Plateau chunk until I unlock Edgeville. And another argument why these 2 chunks go nicely back to back, on the Giant's Plateau I can kill hill giants and hopefully get a few giant keys for Obor. Alright, without further ado, I'm going to pick the Giant's Plateau chunk and have a look at my new chunk objectives. Okay, let's see. I cannot do any Giant's Foundry for the moment, so that will be going to the backlog for now. Other than that, there are a bunch of hill giants in the chunk and they drop death runes. So I will have to get 41 magic to process that death rune and cast Wind Blast. Then there are 3 collection log slots that can be filled by hill giant drops. The Giant Key with a drop rate of 1 in 128, the Long Bone with a drop rate of 1 in 400, and the Curved Bone with a drop rate of 1 in 5013. I hope I can get that Curved Bone in a reasonable amount of kills and don't go too dry. And finally, in an inaccessible part of the chunk is a cactus, that for a desert diary task I would need to cut and fill up a water skin on it. However, because it's not reachable, it's going on the backlog until I can actually enter the desert. So these are my 4 current objectives. Let's get to work. And by that I meant let's get raking. It's not much, but it's honest work. Okay, I'm going to get started on killing some hill giants, and I'm going to do it with magic, so that I can slowly use up all my runes that I have. I'll begin by using Earth Strike with my air staff, so I can use up my earth runes first. I have 28k earth runes to go through, and I use 2 per cast, so that is 14k earth strikes. This is literally the easiest place to safe spot hill giants. There's level 32 magic. Oh my god, the first giant key, that only took 8 kills to get. If I get everything this early, I'll be out of here quick. 33 magic, 34 magic, and the second giant key. I'm only on 21 kills so far. 35 magic, 36 magic. Alright, I'm going to sell my mithril scimitar to the scimitar shop, so I have at least 1 extra inventory space to work with. I'm also holding on to all the lore runes that I get, and I will use them to get in some farming XP. Every 15 minutes while I'm killing hill giants, I will either home teleport or use the Lumbridge teleport spell to teleport to Lumbridge. And then I'll go and rake both my unlocked patches on the way back to the Giants Plateau. That gets me around 85 farming XP per hour. That's 37 magic. I can now teleport to Falador. But to not accidentally teleport to Falador, I will use the custom menu swaps plugin on RuneLite to hide the Falador teleport options. Now if I click these icons, nothing happens. I thought I'd share this, maybe it's useful for you as well. 38 magic, 39 magic, 40 magic, the level to use the teleport to house spell. But no need to add this teleport to the custom menu swaps plugin, because you can't use it if you don't own a house anyway. 41 magic. The level I needed to cast Wind Blast. I happen to have some death runes from maze randoms on me, so let's get that chunk objective out of the way. There we go. Giant key number 3. And there is the death rune drop I would have needed for Wind Blast. And 18 farming, 42 magic, and a fishing random that is waiting for me. 43 magic, 44 magic. I got a sapphire and a ruby drop, so while I'm on my raking run, I'll quickly cut these and sell them to the gem trader, so I get a bit of crafting XP and a bit of money as well. 45 magic, that is teleport to Camelot, so I'll add that to the plugin as well, don't want to accidentally teleport there. 46 magic and total level 900. Giant key number 4 at only 258 KC, so still extremely lucky. 47, 48, 49 magic and level 19 farming. 50 magic, giant key number 5, this one took almost 200 kills, so I guess my luck is evening out. 51 magic. Hey, the first very rare drop, a tooth half key, which is even more rare than a curved bone. 1 in 5461 without the Ring of Wealth, and I'm not even 500 kills in. Goodbye key half for 40 coins. 52 magic, and I've used up half of my earth runes. Another giant key. 53 magic. Giant key. 54 magic. And that is the first Bob the Cat fishing random since I have 50 magic, so yep, no guaranteed fishing XP anymore. I got magic XP instead. 20 farming. I could now grow corn. Corn. 55 magic, the level for high alchemy, always useful on an Iron Man. Giant key number 8. And my first nature talisman. That is a 1 in 1820 drop. And after almost 800 kills, I still haven't seen a longbone, which is 1 in 400. 56 magic. And 53 prayer. So yeah, I've been burying all the big bones I get. I guess it's worth it with big bones instead of normal bones. I got 4 rubies from Molly random event. You'll love to see it. Free crafting XP and GP. Giant key number 9. 57 magic. Giant key 10. And giant key 11. I'm on a lucky streak once again. There's level 58 magic. And I'm almost out of earth runes. About 100 costs left. Level 21 farming. It would be nice if I can get up to at least 28 farming. That's the level for Wildblood hops, the highest level hops that I could plant in the hops patch in Lumbridge. And there we go, one more cost, and I'm out of earth runes, after a little over 1000 hill giants. I will now switch to fire strikes, while still using the air staff, so I can use up the 43k fire runes that I got. It takes 3 fire runes per cost, so that's another 14k costs or so. But I should get faster kills this time, because my magic level is higher and Fire Strike is a stronger spell. Oh hey, there we go. A giant key and a longbone in the same drop. That's the first longbone in 1083 kills. Now I just need a curved bone to finish the chunk. I could technically be done after any kill now. 59 magic, the level for Fire Blast. Giant key 13. 14. Oh no, the second 1 in 5k drop. A loop half key. 15th giant key. And there's level 60 magic. How high will I have to go before I get the curved bone? Any guesses? Level 22 farming. Level 61 magic. And my third nature talisman, let's go. I haven't even hit the drop rate for 1 yet. 62 magic. 200 kills later, nature talisman number 4. And that is longbone number 2. 54 prayer. 63 magic. And I've used half of my fire runes. And 23 farming. Oh man, these connection issues lately. What is my drop? Oh no way, longbone number 3. But because of that connection lost, it's not added to my loot tracker. It is in the collection log though. 64 magic. Level 65 magic. Oh my god, my second tooth half of key in 2284 KC. 24 farming. Level 66 magic. I could now enter the magic guild. And that was the last fire strike with fire runes. However, I'm going to carry on with fire strike, but now with my fire staff and air runes. That's 41k more fire strikes. No way, that was a back-to-back giant key. What are the odds of that? Can I get a third one? Nope. Longbone number 4. 67 magic. $55 prayer. 25 farming. Got 4 rubies again. Almost to crafting level. And about 3k GP. 68 magic. And a tooth half of key number 3. There's no way that the wiki drop rate is right. There is an uncut diamond, another rare drop table drop I didn't have yet. 69 magic, nice. And this emerald will get me 39 crafting. Level 26 farming. And big level 70 magic. 56 prayer. Almost 2 giant keys back to back again. One more and I'm up to 40 giant keys for Obor. 71 magic. And 27 farming. Ooh, a genie. I'm going to put all lamps on farming from now on. I think that will be the best in the long term. And 72 magic. I've already used up half of my air runes now. I hope I can get that curved bone before I'm completely out. There's giant key number 40. And farming level 28, almost completely from raking 2 patches. I can now plant everything in the hops patch, if I have the seeds for it. But now that I reached that small goal, I'm going to stop my raking runs every 15 minutes and focus on killing hill giants until I've got my curved bone. An XP book going into farming for 420 XP. And that is 5,000 hill giants killed. I'm basically at the drop rate for the thing, but I guess I'm going dry. Got longbone number 7. And 73 magic. Longbone number 8. 57 prayer. Another XP book into farming. Got another XP lamp for farming and it gets me so close to a level that I figured I'd come and rake for level 29. $74 magic.
So box. Negative.
Level 75 magic. I'm afraid I'll run out of air runes soon, so this will be the last magic level I'll get. And combat level 90. Giant key number 50. And there we go, all out of air runes as well. I've got a few fighter runes again that I will use real quick, but that will be it for magic training, I guess. My second loop half of key, great. I'll go and grab myself a bow and continue with ranged then. Fletch a willow log into a short bow, a note 1 flex to make a bowstring, and I've got myself a willow short bow. This will be my best bow until level 40 ranged. I've got 77k bronze arrows to use and I'll be picking back up most arrows to get the maximum amount of XP out of them. These should last me a good while. 21, 22, 23, 25 ranged, 26, 27, 28, 29, 58 prayer, and level 30 ranged. I can now use a maple bow, but I don't have access to maple logs, so I keep using the willow bow. 32, 34, 35 ranged, 36, 38, and level 40 ranged. Time to upgrade to a U short bow. Tooth half of key number 4, just give me the curved bone already. $45 ranged. Loop half of key number 3. And level 50 ranged. Can't wait to upgrade to a magic short bow once I have access to magic logs. Nature talisman number 8 by the way. Why do I get so many rare drop table drops without the ring of wealth? Oh shit, back-to-back giant key drops once again. If my math checks out, that's a 1 in 16k chance to happen. 55 ranged. $56 ranged. Oh my god, yes, I got it. I got the curved bone. That is the final drop I needed to finish the chunk. It took me 7,991 Hill Giant KC to get. Let's have a look at the collection log. 14 long bones, 1 curved bone and 61 giant keys. And it took me about 5 in-game days of playtime. That's how long it took to burn through all of those runes and a bit of ranged as well. So yeah, that's all 4 chunk objectives completed. Before I unlock the next chunk, I got a mystery box while I was just standing here, so let's open it. 500 coins. And I still have the curved bone in the inventory, however I have no use for it except to bury it for prayer XP, so that I will do. Alright, I'm back in the chunk picker, and you guys know what chunk I'm most interested in, so without further ado, let's unlock Edgeville. Alrighty, so I'll take the canoe there, but look at this. A Lumbridge and Drainer hard diary task is to travel from Lumbridge to Edgeville on a Waka canoe. So by simply entering the new chunk, I'll already complete the chunk objective. How neat is that? And I'm off. Oh, the task is already completed. What if my canoe were to sink before I get there though? New chunk with a new music track. And while I'm here, might as well tackle the Varrock hard diary task to create a Waka canoe at this station. That's 2 objectives down. Let's make a tour around the new chunk and see what else I have to do, because it's actually a lot. So there are guards here that I have to be able to pickpocket, so that is a 40 thieving objective. Then there's Cristelia. For 5 million coins, she will permanently unlock the Edgeville respawn point for me, and since it's a permanent unlock, it's something I'll have to buy. There is Richard, who sells team capes, and it's a wilderness easy diary task to equip a team cape while in the wilderness. So I'll grab one while I'm here real quick. I'll pick red. Okay, I don't like the look of it, but it will obviously never beat the defense cape. Let's see, there's this emblem trader guy, which I just have to talk to for a wilderness medium diary task. I can do that. Then there's one task I'm not sure about actually. With this chunk comes access to Death's Domain, and that can permanently upgrade your gravestone to an angelic gravestone. However, Ultimate Iron Men don't have gravestones when they die. So I'm curious if I can still pay for the unlock of 200k coins. Nope. That says he doesn't cater to Ultimate Iron Man, so I won't be able to buy the gravestone. So I'll scratch that objective. Got a new music track though. Alright, let's climb down into Edgeville dungeon where most of the content can be found. Here we have the wilderness part of the dungeon, where I can complete 3 more wilderness easy diary tasks, and I'll be able to grab the looting bag, the item that will essentially double my inventory space. I already have a team cape on me, so might as well tackle that objective while I'm here. Oh yeah, I had to wait to equip it of course. Here is Slayer Master Vanaka. A Varrock medium diary task is to get a Slayer task from him. That's why I couldn't get one from Cristelia. So let's see what he assigns me and how far I will be from eventually completing my first Slayer task. Fire Giants. Yeah, I don't think I have any Fire Giants particularly close to me. And I have no way to reset it either at the moment. So I guess I'm Slayer locked right away. That means I currently can't train Slayer, and that will affect some chunk objectives. Slayer Masters sell a lot of Slayer equipment, so the tasks that would provide me are to wield a Slayer staff, requiring 75 magic and 55 Slayer, but that is going to the backlog until I'm not Slayer locked anymore. Some monsters in this chunk drop blood runes, so using those will be my next highest magic level objective. They also sell broad bolts for Slayer points, so I'd have to use those, requiring 70 ranged and 55 Slayer, but that's going on the backlog as well. But I think druids drop mithril bolts, so using mithril bolts will be my next highest ranged objective. And lastly, they sell a nose bag, which would be my highest Slayer objective, requiring 60 Slayer. However, that's going on the backlog until I can train Slayer, and will be replaced by earmuffs, which only require 15 Slayer, which I have already gotten by using XP lamps on the skill. Moving on, there's this obstacle pipe, which I will have to get the agility level for to crawl through, so 51 agility. That is a Varrock hard diary task, but it also leads me to the Varrock sewers, which gives me access to moss giants. Moss giants drop mossy keys, which are a collection log item, but they also drop a lot of seeds, including the potato cactus seed. And guess who has access to a cactus patch? Me. So yeah, I'll have to get 64 farming to be able to plant it and harvest a potato cactus. And then I can also reach Bryophyta, where I'll have to get the Bryophyta's essence, get 62 crafting to make the essence into the Bryophyta staff, and complete all the Bryophyta combat achievements that I'm able to do, which is all but one. I don't have a way to poison Bryophyta, so that combat task will go on the backlog. Next, I now have access to this mine, so I have a way of training mining and smithing. There's the adamant ore that I will have to get 70 mining for to mine. Also, with silver ore and access to fire talismans from skeletons, I can now create a fire tiara, which gives runecrafting XP. It only requires level 1 runecrafting, but it makes a chunk objective. I really have to thread my next chunk unlocks very carefully though. I wouldn't want to get myself into a deadly runecrafting grind, making only fire tiaras. And with smithing unlocked, you already know it, I have to go and complete everything at the Giant's Foundry. First of all, the Sleeping Giants quest. The minigame rewards give me access to rune ores, so I'll have to smelt that into a rune bar. However, I changed it into having to smith a rune dagger, because Bryophyta already drops a rune bar, which I'll have to process. Luckily, rune bar and rune dagger is only the same level. I'll have to get all possible collection log slots filled, get 60 attack to wield the colossal blade as well, and finally permanently unlock all the molds used in the minigame. That's a whole lot in only Giant's Foundry, goddamn. And the final piece of content in Edgeville Dungeon is of course Obor. I'll have to obtain the Hill Giant Club and also complete all of the combat achievements. Phew, and that's everything I have to do in this chunk. That's light work. I bought myself a mithril scimitar in Alcarat real quick, so I can sort my inventory problems. There's an easy way to deadpile in Edgeville by getting continuous damage from these nettles. I just have to spam click until I die and my items will be on the ground for an hour. There we go. Now I quickly run over to the chicken farm for the bronze egg spawn. And I can take the canoe back to Edgeville. I'm back and there's all my stuff. Now I just need the mithril scimitar and I can go and try to get the looting bag. So I have to be in the wilderness part of the dungeon to receive a looting bag as a drop. The wilderness is scary on an Ultimate Iron Man. If you die, you don't keep a single item. Luckily, this part isn't multi-combat, so as long as I stay in combat with NPCs, no players will be able to attack me. While I'm here, I might as well complete 2 more diary tasks. Firstly, pick up 5 red spider's eggs. There we go. And then I also have to kill an earth warrior. Okay, now I'm going to kill thugs for a looting bag. It's a 1 in 15 drop, but they should be fast kills. Level 52 strength, still no looting bag though. Ah, finally, jeez. Took me 3 times the drop rate. I was getting a bit nervous there, but I still have a lot of time left to get my items back. Oh, this feels so good to store all my items. My inventory hasn't been so empty in a long time. And these are the last of them. I'll wear most of these. I feel so free now, and I still have a bit of empty space in the looting bag. I'm going to drop my last 2 flags. It will not be worth it to hold on to it until I have access to magic logs, I think. I'll just have to make sure I don't lose my U-short bow as long as I can't make a new one. And I'll cast High Alchemy on my woodcutting skill cape for now. It takes up an inventory spot and I don't see myself using it in the near future. And it asks for like 60k coins. That money is more important to me at the moment. Alright, with all this inventory space I can start to prepare for Obor. I have 61 giant keys stacked up. Maybe I get lucky and that is enough to get the Hill Giant Club, but either way it will be a good source for money, so every key is useful. I'm going to kill Obor with magic. I have a nice amount of death runes and chaos runes stacked up. Those will get me a long way, but there are a couple of other small upgrades I can make to my gear. I'll chop some U logs to make myself a U shield. Anything helps, and I can make as many of these as I want, so if I'm not using it I could just drop it again. I just realized there's another very easy task I can complete. I still have to buy and wear the earmuffs from a Slayer Master. There we go, easy peasy. If only this video was sponsored by an audiobooks company. Okay, for food, I'm going to make butter potatoes. So I grabbed a lot of buckets, fill them with milk, and slowly churn them into butter. Grab some potatoes and cook the potatoes. Ah crap, I'll have to bring them to the Lumbridge Castle to do that. So let's redrop my butter here and now I have to be quick. Bake all these potatoes and make my way back. Ah, fuck, they despawned. Oh, I've been killing imps for a wizard head and I just got one. Again, it's a very small magic upgrade, but it's something. Yes, and I managed to make an inventory of butter potatoes. That should be everything I need. I am now ready to take on the hill giant boss Obor. Hopefully I get lucky on the club. But that will be for the next video. If you liked this episode, please let me know in the comments. I love to read what you guys think every time. The winners of last episode's giveaway have been contacted, but unfortunately I haven't heard back from one of them, so I might have to randomly select a new winner. Keep an eye on your YouTube notifications for that. Or join my in-game friend chat or Discord server, so you can talk to me and I will definitely find you. Lastly, I want to give a huge shout out to my level 3 channel members, Pidgey and Break the Scale, who got to see this video a few days early. And also a shout out to my level 2 channel members Vince Tanner and Tumblebelly for supporting me. If you're also interested to become a member, click the join button below this video or on my channel. I love you all, see ya.